Are your affirmations not working? Or are you trying to manifest things through affirmations, but it's just not yielding any results? Well, if that's the case for you, you've come to the right place. I'm going to share with you some information on how you can get your affirmations to actually work, to make them powerful, so that you can actually bring into your physical experience that of which you are affirming. So, first, let's take a look at how the law of attraction works and how an affirmation should work if it's working in a positive way for you. The law of attraction responds to our emotions, to what I'm feeling. So if I'm feeling positive, I'm attracting positive. If I'm feeling negative, I'm attracting negative. But what we're feeling is according to the thoughts that we're thinking. An affirmation is a way to try and guide our thoughts to evoke a positive emotion so that we can then deliberately attract things into our lives. So an example might be, I want to have wealth. Maybe I want $1 million. And so I'm trying to affirm I have $1 million. I have $1 million. Theoretically, if it's working for you, what happens is you're thinking of having $1 million now because you're affirming that, what it would be like to be in that state. It's coming down, checks in with your heart and your emotions. And if you can feel the presence of that $1 million that you're deliberately getting yourself to think and feel about, now you're feeling it and it's sending that out into the universe. Therefore, the law of attraction is responding and it's starting to bring it into your experience. So, affirmations are a way to guide our thoughts so that we can guide our feelings, so that we can guide what we attract. Sometimes when we say affirmations, we may feel bad about our affirmations, but that's just because we can't feel the presence of what we're trying to affirm. For example, let's say you're trying to affirm $1 million into your life, but you feel terrible about it. It's because you don't believe or you're not in alignment with the $1 million. So the trick is to figure out how to get yourself to feel like right now that I have $1 million. And if you feel bad about it, just stop the process and find an affirmation around money that can work for you. Maybe try to use some affirmations like, I am worthy of being wealthy, or I deserve to have massive wealth. Try to find some other affirmations that are more general, a little more soft, a little bit less direct, to help kind of clean up whatever it is you have going on within you that's making it so that you can't feel good about manifesting the $1 million. Now, this can happen with anything. It can happen with trying to manifest love in your life, with manifesting health in your body, some sort of a sickness you're trying to heal, whatever the case may be. The whole concept is you have to use an affirmation to make yourself feel better than you did before. Because the whole concept, like I said, is what you're feeling is what you're attracting. And so if you're using an affirmation and you're feeling bad, that's okay. You just have to be very aware of how you're feeling. And if you're feeling bad, don't try to keep affirming that until you can force it to feel better. Take a break for a second, analyze what's going on, find an affirmation that's softer that you can use to feel good now, to feel better now. And as you're doing that and you keep working on ones that feel good, you'll eventually break loose enough of the blockages that you can say the $1 million sometimes and go, yeah, I have $1 million. I have $1 million. I have it. And you can feel it. And let's say after doing it for a little while, you start to feel bad about it again. That's okay. Stop right there. Go back to the softer affirmations. You made progress. Affirmations are all about guiding our thoughts so that our thoughts can evoke a better feeling. And remember, every subject has the lack of and the presence of. So for the $1 million example, you're either feeling the lack of the $1 million or the presence of the $1 million. And the trick is to get yourself to feel the presence of the $1 million now. We can't have anything in this life until we feel the presence of it within ourselves to some degree. I really like what Abraham says. They say, Abraham Hicks, they say that If you can just get in the vicinity of the energy of hope, if you can get into hope, you're now in what they call the vortex. You're going to be swallowed up in the positive vortex, and you're going to be able to start attracting that into your experience. So you don't have to be perfect. You just want to get into a positive enough of a range that it's now elevating you. And that's why softer affirmations can be very powerful, because it's all about evoking the positive emotion. So you want to use affirmations in ways that work with you, not against you. If you want to manifest a lover, I'm in a loving relationship with a beautiful partner. I'm in a loving relationship with a beautiful partner, but you're feeling bad? That's okay. Find some softer affirmations. Maybe, I know that there's somebody out there that would work really good for me. I know that there's somebody out there that would be really good for me and I'd be good for them in a relationship. Or maybe I'm worthy of having the relationship I desire. I'm worthy. I am good enough. And start working through those. And as you're saying those softer affirmations, you might find where your block is in the process. And as you're using those positive affirmations that are softer, you'll break loose those blockages and start to get past them to where you can start affirming the ultimate desire and seeing it in your mind. The more you can see it in your mind and image it and affirm that reality so that you can feel it, the closer you are to it manifesting in your life. Now, there's a trick here. You have to understand that affirmations are something you use as tools to guide your emotions. If you ever feel like you're trying to use an affirmation to control a situation, that's coming from a place of lack. So rather, instead of trying to use an affirmation to control outside circumstances, you're just wanting to use the affirmation to guide your own energy. Not to create the reality in this moment because you need it, because you're just wanting to feel better. Because remember, it's all about how you feel. And if you're using an affirmation to try and control a circumstance, you're coming from a place of lack. So if you're feeling that control energy, because I've seen this a lot with people, they're trying to use affirmations to control the situation now. I highly recommend for those people in those situations to say an affirmation like, hey, everything is all good. It's all working out. There's no need to control. Everything is working out. There's no need to control. I know the higher power is handling this for me. And you say soft affirmations until you can let go of the tension and the pressure and the neediness, the desperation, and start relaxing and trusting in the universe. Because it's the energy that works for us. It's the law of attraction. It's the universe. It's the higher power, the higher intelligence. We think it's us doing all the work. But if we need it to be us, we're putting too much pressure on ourselves. Let go of the pressure. There's no need to control using an affirmation. Have trust in the higher intelligence to work the magic for you. If you run a business and you have a manager, you don't get in the manager's way and try to do their job. You trust the manager to do the job for you. Law of attraction is the same way. So don't use affirmations to control. Just use them to guide the way that you feel. And if you're using an affirmation that's not making you feel better, that's okay. Scrap that one for now and set it aside. Find some softer, more general affirmations to start making yourself feel better. And it may take weeks of softer affirmations as you're building up and working through and getting rid of the resistance and blockages that are there until you can start affirming what you really want. But you'll see the progress. You'll see it within yourself and little things starting to manifest on the outside in your physical world. I am worthy of this. And things are coming up. You're meeting people and they're like, you're good enough to have, I can see you being rich. And they say something like that to you and you're like, oh yeah, thanks. Me too. And all of a sudden you're breaking free from those old patterns and moving into the ones where you really want to be. I hope this makes sense. I hope I explained this well. The important thing is that how you're feeling is what you're attracting. And an affirmation is supposed to be something that helps us feel better, so that we can deliberately guide our emotions, so that we can deliberately attract and deliberately create the lives that we truly do desire. And even if it's just a little better than before, you're now on a new path. And then a little better, and then a little better, and your path keeps improving. There's no rush. But what matters is that you're feeling better now. You guys, I hope this is helpful for you. My challenge for you is to reanalyze your affirmations and try to use affirmations that are going to make you feel good. Practice saying them this week and just see what happens. If you guys have any questions, shoot them down in the comments below. Or if you've just had any cool success stories with affirmations, also put them down below. If you have any great affirmations you want to share, put those down below in the comments as well. Anything you want to say. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.